Hello everyone and my grant subscribers. You're welcome to Updates Grant channel where we give you the latest and updated version of the UAAG disbursement funding. If you're new on my channel, please consider subscribing by clicking the notification bell so that whenever we publish our new content, you'll be kindly notified. Thank you so much for subscribing and God bless.
Today's message is simple. Don't doubt disbursement. It is too real to fail. We can't come this far with all the milestones attained only for disbursement to collapse, as many are popularly circulating. Disbursement is too real to fail. Saying that disbursement is impossible is likened to a farmer who has tilted the land, cultivated the seed, watered them faithfully, and now that the fruit is about to be harvested, someone somewhere said harvest is not possible. Such situation itself is impossible. What are the convictions? The MOU is signed and sealed few days ago. Yes, some people were circulating on the groups that the NGO CEOs are signing MOU, preparing for disbursement. That was incorrect. The MOU wasn't for NGO CEOs. It was strictly for stakeholders of disbursement, those that are signing the MOU with certain authorities in the country to receive the fund and disburse to NGO CEOs, which will in turn disburse to the beneficiaries. So that crucial event has been completed. If you belong to a group calling for NGO CEOs to pay a certain amount of money and sign MOU, exit such a WhatsApp or Telegram group immediately. The MOU signing is not for NGO CEOs. But most importantly, with the signing of MOU by the stakeholders, the widely anticipated grant now holds a legal backbone that guarantees the reality of disbursement. The good news of them all is that the grant is now with the stakeholders, no more with the government. There is a controversy in this particular statement. Not all those names you hear will disburse. So some stakeholders among these names are going to disburse the fund to the masses. In our next video, we are going to unveil those stakeholders that has been granted approval by the government to disburse the fund to the masses. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, subscribe immediately and activate the notification bell. Hence, when we publish this specific update, you will be immediately notified. I are being briefed that the AGPGN has been approved officially to disburse palliative to the masses. Take note, palliative, not grant. In this context, some of our subscribers were worried about the percentages that were shared. Yes, there was a meeting a few days ago where the government authorities and the grant handlers or the disbursement committee met, and a percentage was shared. After the meeting, it was circulated that government has taken a greater percentage of the fund, leaving peanuts to the masses. That information is misleading and should be discountenanced by grant subscribers. Governments are not taking a greater chunk of the money, but there is a certain percentage formula that has been shared between the grant handler to disburse to the masses and members of the government committee or government representative. It's a win-win situation for everyone. These are some of those factors that grant subscribers should not worry or bother themselves about, because they are capable representatives at the side of the masses that are winning what is meant for the masses, effectively for the masses. So worry not. It is even one of those critical steps that grant stakeholders or facilitators were worried about, if it will delay disbursement even further. But surprisingly, the situation was resolved amicably, and we are now facing the next stage of the disbursement processes. On the concern of some subscribers, if the grant handler they subscribe with will disburse the fund, or how much will be disbursed to them, I've already addressed that most of the grant handlers has been approved to disburse the fund to the masses, and we will unveil them on this channel. But on the amount that these grant handlers are going to disburse, yes, It was circulated by some grant promoters that the sum of 1 billion naira, 5 billion, 10 billion, 100 billion will be disbursed to the masses. Let's be realistic here. Nigeria's government will never allow such astronomical amount of money to sit in the middle class or the lower class account. That's a financial tsunami no nation in the world will permit. But what is coming in reality is enough to meet your demands as a business startup or as an existing business seeking expansion. And if you approach the grant registration with a business mindset, or you register with genuine NGOs, then you are covered when disbursement commences. If you aren't too sure of receiving alerts if disbursement starts now, perhaps you fill the Google form or you register with fake NGOs who has blocked communication from all subscribers. Then click the link on this YouTube description and join the WhatsApp group. Their names there will guide you on how to register and be guaranteed of receiving disbursement as it commences. Now to the big question, when is disbursement going to commence? Many of you forwarded a publication circulating few days ago that disbursement commenced with the stakeholders between the 3rd and the 5th of September 2025. That information is untrue. Disbursement will not commence in silence. The news will be nationally heard and circulated. Now to the big question, when is disbursement going to commence? We are briefed after a meeting between the government committee and the grant facilitators few days ago that disbursement is fixed to commence between the 9th and 11th of September 2025. This is a confirmed timeline. Hold on to it.
You did it before. It's already done.
This is once again encouraging you to hold on. If you are among the doubters, don't quit before the whistle blows. In football, no coach pulls out his players at the 89th minute just because they haven't scored a goal. The match isn't over until the referee blows the final whistle. So why give up now when we are seconds away from jubilation, from celebration, from sharing testimonies nationally? This is for you. If you took loan to subscribe to this grant, hold on. If you are seeking hospital bill or money to go for your chemo, the school is about resuming this September. If you are seeking kids' school fee or house rent, hold on. Just briefly, this September you will pay them all. You are going to meet all your pressing needs. You are going to expand as you always wanted to. Our next update on this channel, we are going to reveal which of the grant stakeholders has been approved to disburse the fund to the masses and the final entitlement for beneficiaries agreed by the committee. We were briefed that 3 proposals were presented. The one that holds 2 million naira for beneficiaries, 1 million naira and 500,000 for beneficiaries. So one of these proposals has been approved and we will unveil to you in our next video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe immediately and activate the notification bell, and when we publish this specific important content, you will be immediately notified. We are so closer to disbursement than anyone will ever imagine. Disbursement is highly structured and unstoppable. The MOU has been signed between the government committee and the stakeholders. The fund is now with the stakeholders that will disburse to the NGO CEOs and NGOs to the masses. The fund that is coming may not be in billions as was speculated, but it's worthwhile enough for all businessmen and women to either start out the business or expand, and for anyone that seeks for starting capital to succeed in life in this journey forever. And finally, do not be discouraged. After a meeting between the grant handlers and the government committee a few days ago, disbursement is fixed to commence between the 9th and the 11th of September 2025. Hold on to this date. Stay connected, stay strong, stay stay optimistic, stay jubilant, because disbursement is too real to fail.